Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And now I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you I'm in love with your body.
It's a splendid Sunday out for Vixens. Yes. Hi, Auntie Nancy. Hi, Auntie Monty. We're going to get our splendid Sunday started. We have some treats for you.
On our first date, you and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I fill up your plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family's doing okay. And leaving in a taxi, kissing the backseat, till the driver make the radio play. And I'm thinking like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead.
Splendid Sunday. I love it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, darlings. Vixen has to apologize for yesterday, darlings, but you know, sometimes those things happen. I suffer from hypothyroidism, and sometimes it gives you a terrible case of fatigue, darlings. So Vixen couldn't come to you yesterday. So I thought I would come and bring in today some wonderful things for you all to try at home while you're having that COVID-19 quarantine going on. Keep that glam going so we can have some wonderful kissable lips, darlings. So today we are going to talk about how to make our own sugar lip scrubs. Yes, darlings, I said it. We're going to make our own sugar lip scrubs. And if you've not noticed, Vixen is not wearing any of her beautiful Vixen collection or my Soundstage collection because we're coming to you with lip care today. So, of course, the order of business is always what Vixen is wearing. And while I may have my GlamDrams on, darlings, because, you know, I am wearing the Siren today, I am without any kind of beautiful, luscious lipsticks, darlings. I don't know what to do with myself. But these are my natural lip color. And I am going to teach you all how to do 3 different types of lip scrubs. Oh, darling, see, yes, darling, see, I have what's called DNA, that natural lip color. This is my natural pink color, darling. So when I say my lips are naturally pink, here you are. You get to see me nude on the red carpet, darlings. Clutch the pearls. Vixen is nude today. Oh, my goodness. So what are we going to do? We have to prep these nude lips, darlings. These are my nude lips. And, of course, I did have a request about a month ago in an email about how to take care of our lips. Now, we did talk about the beginning of the year. We talked about how we can do our skincare. And of course, one of the prerequisites that I like to do before putting on my lipsticks is a lip care. Oh, thank you, darling. You know, that's my Ed Sheeran. That, you know, I just got a little crush. Vixen has a little cougar crush on Ed Sheeran, darlings. Yes, there it is. I said it. There's the tea on the red carpet today for Splendid Sunday. Okay, let me sit here with this little redhead in my mind for a moment and just, you know, think about that. Yes, so hide Ed Sheeran, okay? Hide. Vixen has an eye for you, darling, okay? I've confessed. Oh, my goodness, I've confessed. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Okay, I digress. Now, let's talk about this wonderful, beautiful, like I said, Siren. And I am wearing our beautiful Siren, which is our GlamDram today. And our Siren, of course, will be 15% off today. So if you have a Cash App, it'll be Vintage Vixen Cos, and it will be $19 if you're a Georgia resident and $18 if you're a non-Georgia resident. But again, like I said, I came on today because I wanted to teach you all how to make some lip scrubs. You know, Vixen's in the house and I'm hearing it, and like I said, I did have an email request before how to do so. So of course I've long since answered that wonderful Vixen who reached out to us. But I thought I'm gonna bring it all to you, darlings. So we're gonna make 2, or let's say 3 different lip scrubs, okay? We're gonna make one for your normal lips, and then we're gonna make one if you have what's called hyperpigmentation. Now, sometimes hyperpigmentation on the lips can occur because that is, you know, a natural lip color with discoloration. It can be poor blood circulation. It can be due to, you know, melasma, or, you know, excessive pigmentation from damage. You know, darlings, if you take things too, you know, hot near the lip area, it can burn. The lips area is a very delicate area, so sometimes that hyperpigmentation can come from like a little injury to the lip, okay? You also can have darkening of the lips if you have sun damage. Sunburns, those things cause the lips to be a little darker in certain areas. And then of course, darlings, you know, now some of you Alpha Vixens are not gonna like me when I say this, but lifestyle habits such as smoking can cause discoloration of the lips. Cluster pearls, yes, darlings, it can. So we want to be glam at all times. So we're going to go ahead and try to do a lip scrub for that as well, for a lightening of the lips, for also caressing of the lips. And I've had some, you know, requests like, how can I help my lips look plumper? Now, darlings, you know, I'm a proponent of your beautiful natural cells as far as your lips are concerned. You know, we just want to enhance it and put some of our beautiful, wonderful botanical colors onto those lips and just enhance that beautiful lip line that you have. But there is a little secret that helps you plump your lips temporarily, and we're going to talk about that too. So we're going to do a lip plumper. We're going to do discoloration, and we're going to do just a regular lip scrub. So while we're here, darlings, hi Bruce, how are you? We're going to go ahead and get into that because, you know, Vixen loves these things. Now, first order of business when you start anything is, darlings, remember we made these a couple of weeks ago, darlings, that wonderful hand sanitizer. You know, we have to always at first wash our hands, darlings, you know, get our hands all nice and clean and sanitize. You know, Vixen loves that little word, that little sanitize. That I love sanitize, darlings. Yes, yes. So we're going to go ahead and do that. What we're going to make first is what's called a honey or coconut honey lip scrub. And of course, you know, Vixen always tells you to label all of your containers first. We're going to do that coconut honey lip scrub. So we've already labeled this one. We're going to do that. And then, of course, you're going to get a lot of your ingredients. Now, with this coconut honey lip scrub, you're going to need a tablespoon of turbinado sugar, darlings. Our turbinado sugar. I love the turbinado cane sugar because it is a natural exfoliant. It helps remove your dead skin cells, darlings. And of course, you know, it contains what I love to have, that alpha hydroxy acid, that glycolic acid. That is what is in here, darlings. So it's great to go ahead and slough off those dead cells. So we're going to be using that, okay? And of course, we're going to be doing a tablespoon of that. Then we're going to be using 1 tablespoon of honey. Yes, darlings, I tried to get it from my wonderful local supplier, but because we're all quarantined, darlings, you know, he's not out there like he normally is. Hi, Antonia. Hi, Chef Keisha, darling. How are you? You know, Chef Keisha, I've been watching some of that food you've been posting, darlings. You know, you've been making me salivate over here. That's not glam, you know, darling, getting all happy about the food porn that you've been putting there. But, you know, I cannot wait to taste some of that fish that you had up there, darlings. Yes, when this is over, you have to cook for your cousin, darling. I mean, you know, we're family. I mean, you have to do that. So we're going to go back and talk about this wonderful honey that we're going to be using, a tablespoon of. You can use any brand of honey, darlings. Now, I will give you this cautionary tale. If you have an allergy to honey, omit that ingredient. It will not hurt this particular lip scrub, okay? So, of course, we're going to do that with the honey. Now, we're also going to bring in, you know, what I like to have is moisturizers. And I'm a big fan of that 12,000 International Unit Vitamin E Oil, darlings. Hi, sis Adrian. It's so nice to see you. Welcome, darling. Welcome. And so we were talking about making this beautiful coconut honey lip scrub. And I love to do at least a teaspoon of our vitamin E 12,000 International Units, darlings. Okay? So we're going to do that, but we've already mentioned the turbinado sugar. We've already mentioned our honey and our vitamin E. Vixen, darling, it's called coconut honey lip scrub for a reason, darlings, because you have to go and get that wonderful coconut oil, darlings. You need this coconut oil. This is going to be your friend. This is going to be your friend, because the coconut oil not only nourishes your lips, but it also seals in moisture. And it's an antibacterial, antimicrobial, and antifungal, darling. So we want to get lip care, and we want to protect it. We want to make sure we don't get any kinds of infections or anything on our lips. Coconut oil is a wonderful, wonderful, you know, oil to use for that. Now, of course, you know, you're going to be having a little basket, or shall I say your little trash basket. You know, Vixen's going to be using this as her little basket today. So we're going to place this over here so we can put our trash over there. And of course, we have our paper towels. You can get your paper towels. You want to make sure you do that. On top of that, darlings, you know, look at this glam that I'm wearing. I don't want to mess up my glam, darlings. So, of course, I have to get me a protector. So I'm going to place this protector right here in my lap, darlings, you know, so that I don't catch any of the spills or any oils on my beautiful glam today. Now, when we make these products today, we're going to be placing them in little containers. And you can get containers like these from a craft store. Amazon is where I got mine from. And of course, once they come out of the packet, they're going to look similar to this. So this is a very small one. It'll allow you to keep your product. Now remember, we always label everything, darling. We label everything. This is going to be that coconut honey lip scrub. And this right here, I date it. I always date it because when you're making products at home, you don't really have a lot of artificial preservatives. So that means that these products, if they sit too long, darlings, in the temperature that's not ideal for it, it can grow mold, it can grow fungus. We don't want to use those things, darlings, you know, and we don't want to contaminate any of our products. So we're going to have this as well. And darlings, of course, we're going to go ahead and begin. So for our lip scrub, like I said, we have our container, and we're going to need to use 1 tablespoon of this turbinado sugar. So darlings, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get this from my 1 tablespoon of turbinado sugar. There we are, darling. We have 1 tablespoon of turbinado sugar. And we're going to place that in our little container. Okay, darlings? And then with that, of course, while we're doing so, we want to make sure that we have, you know, oh, darlings, my lips, I cannot wait because my lips are like, we have to get some care. I'm feeling it, darlings. We have to have what's called our soapy water. And our soapy water is going to allow us to go ahead and cleanse our products that we're using, all our utensils. And then I have what's called a rinse water. So we have the soapy water, we have the rinse water, and that way as I'm segueing between one scrub to the other scrub, darlings, we're not contaminating. And so we're going to go ahead and place that there. And then we're going to take 1 tablespoon of this beautiful honey, darlings, you know, this beautiful honey I love. We're going to do a tablespoon. Let's see if I can turn it so that you all can see this tablespoon of honey. As I stated before, if you have a honey allergy, darlings, please omit this particular step. We don't want to cause any anaphylactic shocks. That is not glam, darling, not glam. And of course, we're going to go ahead and place this here. Now with our honey there, and I'll take some of that excess off. I'll place this in our beautiful soapy water container so that we can go ahead and cleanse that while we go on. Our next step, darlings, is going to be this beautiful coconut oil. Now, as I stated before, you want to get this coconut oil. Coconut oil tends to look like a solid at room temperature, but it warms very quickly to the body, darling, to the human skin. Coconut oil is just amazing. And as I stated before, our lipsticks do have the coconut oil, the vitamin E, we do have shea butter, and of course, you know, we have that wonderful avocado oil to help plump and boost that collagen. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use 1 teaspoon of my coconut oil. I'm going to go ahead and extract that from there. And we're going to take 1 teaspoon of that coconut oil and we're going to place it in here, darlings. And then, of course, we're going to place this in our handy dandy soapy water so we can cleanse as we go along, darlings. And we go ahead and rinse that. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and take a teaspoonful, or shall I say a half a teaspoonful of this one. You know what? We're going to do this one because the honey is so, we're going to use this. The honey is so thick, darlings. We're going to go ahead and use a full teaspoon of this vitamin E. Now, sometimes when you're using just oils, it's fine, but this honey is so thick. So let's go ahead and use 1 teaspoonful of our vitamin E oil. This is our teaspoon. We're going to fill this up with our vitamin E oil, darlings. Vixen loves this. This is a wonderful thing. And we're going to go ahead and place it in there. And then, darlings, you know, we're going to just mix this and place this in our wonderful little containers. Darlings, look at this consistency here. I don't know if you can see this consistency. It's going to look similar like this, very thick. You want to go ahead and scrub this, darlings. Get it in here. Get it nice and mixed. Darlings, where are you going to? Where are you? You're cooking now, Chef Keisha? Darlings, this would be kind of like mixing. I mean, you know, it's not cooking like you are, darling, because, you know, you throw down in the kitchen, darlings. But, you know, this is going to suffice today. I mean, you know, this is as glam and cute as I can get today in the kitchen, so to speak, you know, on this red carpet. So we're just going to make this wonderful lip scrub. It smells delicious, darlings. I love it because with the lip scrub, it helps to remove your dead cell layers and hydrate your skin. And I just love it. So you're going to get this wonderful, sticky little clump there. Can you see that, darlings? Do you see that? It's just amazing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our little container, darling, and we're going to put our lip scrub in our container. Now, yes, darlings, you know, you want to do that and you just want to fill it in. This will make about 3 to 4 little containers like this, or 1 full container if you have a 5-ounce little, you know, container for you all. And then Vixen is just going to drop this in here, darlings. Just drop this right in there. Make our own little sugar lip scrub here. We're going to fill it up some more. And darlings, there you have it. This is your honey and your coconut lip scrub. This is amazing, darlings. It is amazing. I love it. And then, like I said, we're quarantining, darlings. So we can't get out for just non-essential things. However, I do believe that self-care is essential. And sometimes if you can't get out there, darlings, you're going to have to, you know, improvise, darlings. I mean, we're inside, but, you know, we have to still look glam. And so I'm just going to go ahead and place this little top over here. Now, keep in mind, because you're making it at home, the best place to store this would be in your refrigerators, darlings. And this is our coconut honey lip scrub. And of course, you know, we'll go ahead and move on and segue into the next one. And I'll let my wonderful assistant over here finalize the rest of that, darlings. Yes. So that wasn't so hard, was it, darlings? Hi, Grandma June. How are you, darling? It's so nice to see you. So nice to see you. So glad that you all can join me. As I stated before, I couldn't join you all yesterday, and I thought since you're all going to come and visit with me today, we're going to do a special treat and give you something that you can do at home to help take care of yourselves. So, of course, that was wonderful for us. But let's say, Vixen, I have lips that I think may be on the thin side. Well, we're going to do what's called a peppermint plumper, darlings. A peppermint plumper. I cannot wait. Let me go ahead and sanitize my hands for this next one, darlings, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, of course, we're going to move on to the next one. And I'm going to take this little paper towel right here, you know, and just go ahead and dry off my beautiful little, you know, teaspoon and tablespoon over here that's been soaking in our soapy water and in our nice rinse, darlings. And I'm just going to go ahead and dry that off, darlings. Dry that off, make it nice, you know, and then, of course, place that in our beautiful little basket, okay? So we're going to move on and try to do this next one, darlings, without getting our glam mixed up. You know, if you all are watching, drop in and tell Vixen, where are you watching from? And so far, how are you enjoying our beautiful lip scrub today? We have a great tutorial for you all, simply because, as I stated, we're going to have to pick one for me to do my lip scrub today. Because, you know, I'm nude on the red carpet, darlings. I mean, no lipstick, no nothing, darlings. I'm not even vitamin E. You know, we can't do that. I feel the burn, darlings. I feel it, okay? It is time. So we're going to move on into our next one. And our next one, of course, is going to be this wonderful peppermint lip scrub. As I stated before, this peppermint plumper lip scrub. Darling, peppermint is a wonderful blood circulatory type of thing, darling. This oil stimulates your blood circulation. It is very hydrating for you, darlings. And I tell you, you're going to have that nice little temporary pout, you know, that little pout, darling, that says, you know, come hither, come hither. So, of course, we're going to move on and show you how we're going to do that. Now, with this particular one, we're going to also be using the turbinado sugar. However, we're using 2 tablespoons for this. Now, if you remember, we just used only 1 tablespoon. That's because the honey was thick as it was. And so, you know, it's going to give a different consistency. But we're using 2 tablespoons of this turbinado sugar, darlings. And we're going to do that and place that in our pre-labeled peppermint plumper bowl. So, darlings, let's get our turbinado sugar. Let's do 2 tablespoons of that. Let's make sure we get this, darlings, you know. This is going to be, I just tell you, sometimes I just want to eat this sugar by itself. It's just beautiful. You can use refined sugar at home. If you have the white refined sugar, that is fine. You can use that. But as I stated before, I really like the turbinado sugar because it's in its raw form as possible, darlings. And because of that, it has a really high concentration of your alpha hydroxy acid, which is glycolic acid. And that's where glycolic acid comes from, darlings, sugar cane, okay? So we're going to go ahead and use that 2 tablespoons, just the 2 tablespoons of the turbinado sugar. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and get our extra virgin olive oil, darlings. Extra virgin olive oil. It is amazing. Look at this, darlings. This right here, this olive oil serves so many purposes. This olive oil is a super hydrator and is also a great SPF protector. So it's a great sunscreen protector, darlings. Did you not know? So we're going to definitely, you know, just exfoliate our lips and take care of that and make sure they're moisturized and have a great SPF. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of our extra virgin olive oil, darlings. You know, just 2 tablespoons. There we are, darlings. This is wonderful. Oh yes, auntie, the lip scrubs are, I'm telling you, they're amazing. They make your lipstick glide on so well. It's so moist. And I mean, once you do that, now, you know, I advocate you do a lip care at least once a week, but it's as needed as well. So sometimes if you notice 2 to 3 days later, you do need to do that, go ahead and use a little sugar scrub. I love sugar scrubs instead of salt scrubs because salt scrubs can be very dehydrating and drying. So I love sugar scrubs, darlings. They just caress the lips in such a way. I just love it. And so we're going to go ahead and with this one, because we use 2 tablespoons of our olive oil, what we're going to be doing this time is we're not going to use as much vitamin E oil. We're only going to use a half a teaspoon of our vitamin E oil, darlings, because, you know, we already have enough oil with our extra virgin. So our extra virgin olive oil was 2 tablespoons. We're only using a half a teaspoon of this wonderful vitamin E oil, darlings, okay? Vitamin E oil is always mixed into a lot of my home products that I do because it is very healing and, of course, as I stated, very moisturizing, darlings, okay? So with the vitamin E, we have that. We're going to be stirring this one up. This one's consistency is not as thick and glumpy. It's a little more fluidy, as you can see. And so we do have this, and this is a good one for plumping because we're going to add that stimulator in there. We're going to add about 8 drops of this peppermint oil. Darlings, as you know, we use that peppermint oil when we made our hand sanitizers. It's really good because, again, it's antifungal, antibacterial, and antimicrobial. It's wonderful to put on your lips, darlings, because it gives that little poof, you know, it makes the lips a little firmer, and then it gets that little nice little pout, darlings. So we're going to do about 8 drops into our little concoction here. We're going to make sure we have just 8 drops. And I see we're almost there, darlings. 6, we have 7, and then of course 8. So there we are, darlings, and we're going to mix all of these things together. I just love the smell of peppermint. Peppermint is really great to use as a diffuser for depression, darlings, because it uplifts the spirit, darlings. It's a great, you know, energizer. I love that. Love energizer. And so we're going to go ahead, and of course we did take our time and label the peppermint plumper lip scrub. We have that peppermint plumper lip scrub as well, darlings. And so we're going to go ahead and mix this. Now you'll notice that we're mixing a lot of things. We don't use water. Water will dissolve our sugar, and we want to keep that nice grainy part of the sugar so that we can have a little scrub going on and we can feel that motion. And of course, no worries, darlings, if you happen to just lick a little bit of it, because it's awesome. It's just you know, you might have a little oily aftertaste though. So I don't advocate it, but it's definitely sweet. So you don't have to worry about any type of toxic or chemical taste in your mouth. And of course, there we have it. This is a little more fluidy. This right here is our peppermint plumper lip scrub, darlings. I just love it. I just love it. Darlings, how are we doing so far, Apple Vixens? This is lovely because we're going to have to choose one for Vixen to scrub with her lips, darlings. And then, of course, we're going to have to put my aftercare lip care on because, you know, we don't have any lipsticks, darlings. And we need to get some lipstick on with this Glam, darlings. With this Glam, we need some lipsticks. So I'm going to go ahead and place this wonderful peppermint lip scrub in its container as well. Let's see if we can get that there. As you can see, it flows a little better. Get that in there nice and compact. And of course, you can retain these up to 4 weeks, darlings. I do advocate that you keep it refrigerated because, of course, we do have little perishables in here. But there you have it, our peppermint lip plumper, darlings. It smells amazing. It smells amazing, darlings. So we're going to go ahead and move this off of our red carpet. And of course, we're going to talk about that wonderful lip that I was talking about. The one that may have some hyperpigmentation, darlings. And so the lip scrub that is really great for that is going to include this wonderful lemon citrus juice, darlings. Yes, lemon juice is a wonderful natural lightener and brightener, darlings, for pigmentation. Lemon juice is amazing. It can be drying by itself, darlings, but of course we're going to go ahead and use a lot of this. I'm so happy to see you all are there. I love seeing you all there. Just give me some love and some likes and hit that wonderful thumbs up, darlings, or that beautiful little heart. Let me know that you're still here because of course we're going to go ahead and make our last one. Now, Vixen neglected to tell you that yes, we do wash our hands before that, and of course I'm going to use my hand sanitizer. But what I've done prior to coming on is I've soaked these in very hot water. What you do is you always soak your container in very hot water so that you can sterilize your containers prior to putting your products in your containers. So always sterilize your container and label and date them, darlings. So dating them today lets me know a month from the 26th, either I've used it or it's time to throw it out, darlings, okay? So we're gonna go ahead again, and of course, sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. We cannot over sanitize, darlings. I just love it, I just love it, I just love it. So, Auntie, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this beautiful lemon citrus lip scrub. This lemon citrus lip scrub was a favorite of a lot of my patients back in the surgery center, darlings, because it was a nice brightener, and sometimes we have a little damage. Now, this right here is natural lip color. And it's okay to have a little bit of coloration in your lips. If your lips are darker, that is just your pigment. You know, that is just your genetic DNA, and there's nothing wrong with that. Beautiful chocolate lips are just gorgeous, darlings. I tend to have more of a pink tone to my lips, and those are your natural lip colors, and I think they're beautiful. Sometimes, though, you may have a little discoloration if you're dehydrated and you don't drink enough water, or you don't put enough moisture on your lips. Your lips will get this nice little black ring around it, and it's really, like, you know, cakey and crusty, and it really burns and it hurts. So if you're in that particular situation where they've already cracked, you don't want to use this lemon lip scrub yet. You want to use a hydrating one like the coconut honey lip scrub. That's going to help, because peppermint will burn and so will the lemon juice. If you've ever placed any lemon juice or peppermint on an open cut, a paper cut, you understand what Vixen is talking about, darling. And that is atrocious. It is atrocious. It burns like nobody's business, darlings, okay? So once that skin heals, then you can work on the discoloration. And so that's what we're going to do, darlings. So we're going to go back in, of course, and get our, once again, turbinado sugar. We're going to be using 2 tablespoons of that, darling, 2 tablespoons of our turbinado sugar. And of course, using the 2 tablespoons of turbinado sugar, I'm going to go ahead and once again take our wonderful tablespoon out of our soak, you know, and dry it off, darling. It's always good to dry it off in between. Make sure that there's no, you know, water or anything, and of course, and we place it in here. So we're going to take 2 tablespoons of our turbinado sugar, and I just love it, darling. I just love it. It's just amazing. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use the 2 tablespoons in our turbinado sugar. Here we are, darlings, the 2 tablespoons. And of course, darlings, one of the things that I'd like to mention, of course, because, you know, like I said, we always label it. So this one is our lemon citrus lip scrub, and we have our 2 tablespoons. Now, here's the fun part. Hi, Juan, darling. How are you doing, my bro? How are you doing? This is the fun part. If you have safflower oil at home, and I noticed that if you have a lot of Caribbean cooking in here going on, a lot of ethnic cooking going on, you may have safflower oil in your cabinets. But if you don't, it's okay, darlings, because today we're going to be sticking with our extra virgin olive oil. However, if you have safflower oil, it is a wonderful hydrator as well. You can substitute, for this particular one, you can substitute the olive oil with safflower oil, or of course, you can go back in and use this wonderful coconut oil, okay? So we're going to go ahead and use our extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to go ahead and place 2 tablespoons full of that. Hi, Cousin Ray, darling. How are you? Let me wave at you, darling. What's your lovely self? You know, I'm so proud of you. I'm watching you, darlings. I'm watching you. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of this olive oil into our peppermint citrus lip scrub, or shall I say lemon citrus lip scrub. We're going to do that. You don't want to put the peppermint and the lemon together, okay, darlings? Okay, that was a faux pas on my part. You don't want to mix those 2, okay? That is going to be very, very tingling. I don't think you'll like me. You'll be like, Vixen, my lips are just too much. It's too much. So we're going to mix those two together. And once we do that, we're going to do our trusty, you know what I'm going to put in next, darlings, our trusty vitamin E oil. Darlings, yes, we're going back to this trusty vitamin E oil. We're definitely going to do that, and we're going to put our wonderful little half a teaspoon in there. Darlings, we're going to do that half a teaspoon. Let me go ahead and clean off our wonderful half teaspoon once it's been in our soapy water, and again, of course, in our, rinse water. Hi, cousin Kita. This is our soapy water we're cleaning with, and of course our rinse water, darlings. We have our rinse water. So I just removed this from our rinse water and dried it off, put it in our wonderful little basket. And we're going to use a half teaspoon of our vitamin E oil. Darlings, I love this vitamin E oil. We're going to use some of that vitamin E oil, half a teaspoon. We're going to place it in our wonderful lemon citrus scrub, and of course place that back over there into that soapy water. And darlings, we're just going to stir this because we're going to be bringing in our lightener, our natural lightener, darlings. And of course, if you notice, most of these scrubs are very similar. You can, use different products to accent. Sometimes I'll do one with a little strawberry extract. That is awesome, darlings. That's wonderful. Just take some plain shea butter, a tablespoon of shea butter and a tablespoon of this wonderful turbinado, and add a little bit of that vanilla extract or strawberry extract. I just get creative with it, darlings, because if I'm going to go ahead and place them near my lips, darlings, just a little taste, darling, a little taste, and go ahead and knock two birds out with one stone. Take care of that sugar craving and make these wonderful lips luscious and succulent, okay? So of course we have that. It is pretty much the same consistency as our wonderful peppermint scrub, but if you see, it's a little more runny, and that's okay, because we're gonna go ahead and dab in this wonderful lemon juice. Now, darlings, this lemon juice is going to be your friend if you're dealing with the darkness of the lips that I've been talking to you about. And of course, we're going to use a full tablespoon of our lemon juice, darlings. Full tablespoon of our lemon juice. And I love it, darling. A full tablespoon. We have our natural lightener right here. This right here is amazing. It's going to taste like lemonade, darlings. When I made this and I had the turbinado sugar and this lemon, oh, this tastes like lemonade, darlings. You can scrub your lips all day. Now, this might be a little addictive to you, okay? So let's not get too happy with that, because it does have a wonderful flavor. It does. I just love it. And the citrus aroma is just so divine, darlings. I just love the smell of lemon juice, lemon scented cleansers in my home. Those things are I just love it. So it smells amazing. It looks amazing. Sometimes, we have to digress because you got this oil in here, but it's yummy. So we're going to go ahead and mix those up again. We mix it and it has a little more of a liquidy consistency, but it is grainy nonetheless. Now, with this particular scrub, you want to refrigerate this, and you want to use this within 2 weeks, because it does have lemon juice, which means it's a little more acidic, and it also has a little more water inside. And sometimes those things break down our oils, break down the sugars that we're trying to use, and they're not as good. So you can keep it in your refrigerator up to 2 weeks. After that, you may want to just create another little lip scrub, and like I said, these little lip scrubs that we're making today, they can fill up one full 5 ounce, or one of these little things here, it takes about 4. So when I make them, it makes about 4, because I do give them out sometimes to myself, of course, and my family and friends that are here. When I make some, I go, darlings, I have extra, so I'm going to drop them to your home. But because of COVID-19, darlings, I can't just drop it to their homes. I may have to mail some. But this one, I am not going to, because of the lemon juice component. So I'm going to go ahead And it smells so wonderful, darlings. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place this lemon scrub in this container as well. We're gonna fill that container up. And there you have it, darlings. We have our lemon citrus lip scrub. Now, darlings, I need to hear from those watching. Which lip scrub would you like to see me use, darlings? Because I have to use a lip scrub today. So, on this red carpet, am I going to use the coconut honey lip scrub? Comment below, darlings, comment below. Am I going to use the peppermint plumper lip scrub? And I don't know, darling, you know what I mean? I can get a pout, I can get a little plumper out, you know. Comment below and let me know. Or am I going to use our wonderful lemon citrus lip scrub? So, darlings, this is up to you, darlings. You know, I'm just sitting here just waiting to find out which ones I'm supposed to be using, because I'm letting my alpha vixens do something that I've never let done before, and that's choose which lip scrub I'm going to use. All of them, darlings, I can, you know, utilize, because my lips, they fortunately don't have a lot of cuts in them, and so they're really great for doing so. So, which ones, darlings? Comment below. I'm waiting. I don't know which one to use. You're going to tell me? Help me out. Let me know which one. Oh, how are you doing, Jennifer? So nice to see you. You like the coconut honey lip scrub? I love the coconut honey lip scrub, darlings. That is amazing. Yes, the coconut honey lip scrub. So, let's move over here. Coconut honey lip scrub. There we are. So, the coconut honey lip scrub. So what I'm going to do, darlings, because I do have a little bit left over here, is I'm going to take this handy dandy spatula. Darlings, these are amazing. They're great to have. These are little spatulas that I have around the house. I get them from Amazon. You can get them from any beauty supply store. This is what I use to remove a lot of my products from containers so I don't cross-contaminate, darlings. You know, and of course, I also have what's called some lip brushes. Now, I keep these little containers. You know, I get these little containers from the dollar store, darling, and then I just spray paint them gold, because, you know, Vixen has to be a little extra. The red wasn't feeling me, darlings. I wasn't feeling the red. I had to go ahead and spray paint these gold, because they match me, darlings. I just love the extravaganza of it, darlings. And of course, you can have these lip brushes as well, and they're in any beauty supply store. So we're gonna go ahead and place this over here, and I'm going to take this wonderful coconut honey scrub and just take a little bit of that, darlings, a little bit of it, because you only need a little bit. And I have it on here like so, darlings, you know. Just take a little bit, place it on my lips, darlings, you know, just like to get it under. Oh my goodness, darlings, there we are. And then and rub it in a circular motion. I like to use this finger or the ring finger because it doesn't have as much pressure. So, you see, darlings, you're going to massage it just like this in a circular motion. Look at this, darlings. It's just, it's so succulent. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, when you're at home, you want to use like a warm or lukewarm water to remove it. However, since I'm sitting before you all in our wonderful red carpet, I have taken the liberty to have some water available so that I can remove it with my warm water. And I'm going to take this mirror right here, darlings, so I can get all of it off. Darlings, the honey does linger though. The honey does linger. I love it. I love it. Okay, darlings. Yes. And then of course we're going to take and place all of these things over here, darlings, okay? Over there, okay? Now, because we used one of the spatulas and of course the lip brush, I want to get another one, and I'll take another one out of here, and we'll get another lip brush. and another spatula. Now, this part is for the hydration. Once you scrub, darlings, take a look at my lips, darlings. Take a look. There's no flaking, no peeling. It's amazing. This is really great to do, darlings. I love to do it at least twice a week or in the winter time as needed. Sometimes I do need a little more lip care, so it is up to you. Yes, auntie, it tastes and feels good. I'm telling you, once you take that turbinado sugar off, and you get all of the grainy parts off, and it takes off the dead cells with you, you have this nice aftertaste on your lips, you know, nice little sugar kisses. So of course, you can just leave it just like this, darlings. But of course, you all know my favorite friend, once you scrub the lips, you must hydrate. And a nice little concoction of hydration can be a little bit, half a teaspoon of, you know, coconut oil mixed with like 2 to 3 drops of vitamin E. That is a wonderful lip moisturizer. However, if your lips have been extra dry, as mine has been because of the little dehydration and the fatigue that I've been experiencing lately, I'm going to go straight in with that 12,000 international units of the vitamin E, darlings. So I'm going to place just a drop onto my spatula like that. And I'm going to take my wonderful lip brush. And darlings, you know, if you're at home, you can use your fingers, but of course, you know, we must be sanitary here. And I'm just going to paint that wonderful vitamin E on to my lips, darling. Just paint it on. Oh my goodness, darlings, this is just, oh darlings, this is what glam feels like, darlings. This is what I'm talking about. Vixen loves it. Darlings, look at that. Look at this, darlings. Oh my goodness. Succulent lips, darlings. Succulent lips. Let's see, darlings. Oh yes, darlings, you know, Vixen loves that, darling. Vixen loves that. Succulent lips on their own. Look at this beautiful glam, darlings. And so we've done this and done it on a dime, darlings. All of these products can be purchased at your grocery store, you know, your Publix, your super Walmart centers. Definitely stay safe when you go out there and do that. And so, you know, darlings, what I was going to do is, this is our Zsa Zsa. And our Zsa Zsa is from our Vixen collection. And I thought I would probably wear the Zsa Zsa today with this. You know, our Zsa Zsa is on sale, 15% off. Vintage Vixen Cos Cash App. She is $22 for Georgia residents, $21 for non-Georgia residents. So I thought, let's see. I'm going to let my viewers choose which color I'm wearing tonight. Because tonight, darlings, I have a 7 o'clock red carpet event at the virtual vendor and shoppers group where we're there on our weekends. And darlings, you can come in and enter our glam raffle there. Now this right here is the Dandridge. So we have the Zsa Zsa and the Dandridge, which are two beautiful colors. This one is our matte color. This one is our satin color. So, you know, darlings, which one should I wear tonight? Either the Dandridge or the Zsa Zsa. And I say tonight, darlings, because what I like to do is I like to allow my vitamin E to soak into my lips and give it a lip care. So it's kind of like a little lip mask, darlings. You leave it there and allow your lips to absorb it, and then you apply your wonderful lipstick of choice. So, should I wear the wonderful satin Dandridge inspired by none other than Dorothy Dandridge, darling, from our Vixen collection? Or should I wear our wonderful Zsa Zsa, darlings? She is our matte color. All of our lipsticks are packed with that wonderful coconut oil, avocado oil. We have aloe vera, darlings. We also have vitamin E. And of course, darlings, you know, we just love to have all the glam tied up into these wonderful colors. So, yeah, which one looks like my natural lips, darlings? Is it the Zsa Zsa or the Dandridge? I do tend to wear the Dandridge a little more because, like you said, it does look a little more like that. I work in a lab, therefore sometimes I wear a mask in the lab. Sometimes, of course, always wear your goggles. I always wear my lab coats. I always wear my gloves, you know. And so Vixen cannot go to work with the glam. So I'm so happy when I come home and get to be with you all, darlings, and we can be glam together on the red carpet, because that is the only thing. It's like you see these lashes, darlings. I mean, I can't look in any microscope and find any kind of microbes with these lashes, darlings. I just can't see. However, when I get home, I like to do that. But throughout the course of my day, even if I can't wear the glam eyelashes, darlings, sometimes I can pick one of our wonderful Vixens. And so I have 2 votes for the Dandridge. So the Dandridge is going to be my color for this evening. Thank you, Auntie Monty and Auntie Nancy, darlings. Yes, we're going to go ahead and move our beautiful, lovely Zsa Zsa Gabor inspired Zsa Zsa off of our red carpet. And we're going to choose this little lady tonight, and she's going to get dressed, get into wardrobe, so she can accompany me on that wonderful red carpet. So the Dandridge it is, darlings. Thank you all for helping me pick out my color and for helping me pick out my wonderful lip care. And so, darlings, just comment below if there's a topic you'd like us to address, or maybe to review, or something you'd like us to talk about, darlings. We'd love to come and see you all, and we want to thank you again for coming on this Sunday, this wonderful, splendid Sunday, instead of our Saturday, darlings. So, of course, you know what we say, darlings. Oh, yes, thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. You know, this is my naturalist, but when we put the Dandridge on, she's going to be popping, darling. She's going to be popping. So again, tonight we'll be at the virtual vendor and shoppers group at 7 o'clock on the red carpet, darlings, where you get a chance to enter our glam raffle basket. That's right, Alpha Vixens. You come into that group. It is free to join, and you can enter our glam raffle basket, which we give away a product of your choice every Friday at 7 o'clock. So, darlings, thank you for joining again. And now I can go ahead and remove this, darlings, you know, because I can't take that little covering with me. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I just feel like I just need to kiss all over. Kiss all over, darlings, okay? So let me know which one was your favorite. Comment below, and we'll go ahead and sign off on our splendid Sunday. So until next time, my wonderful Alpha Vixens, stay safe, stay sound. Smooches, darlings.